Good evening, guys. Welcome to daily answer writing program. Today's question is from UPSC 2023 mains exam. Okay, we will discuss the question first. Why did human development fail to keep pace with economic development in India? Okay, straightforward question. They are asking about two dimensions. Right. First dimension is economic development. Second dimension is human development. Right. And this question is quite interesting. Why it is interesting? When we read this question, we guess that this question is from paper 3, right? Because they are discussing about economic development plus they are discussing about human development. But UPSC has asked this question in paper 1. Okay, when they are asking this in paper 1, we have to bring some context from society. We have to bring some context from history. We have to bring some context from geography as well as some economic as well. Right. So because of these all dimensions, this particular question becomes interesting. So UPSC has asked in paper 1 exam. GS paper 1. They have asked this question in GS paper 1. Okay. So when we analyze the question, they have asked us about economic development. India has witnessed a quite or very particular economic development. We are now, I guess, 5th largest economy in the world. But when we consider the dimension of human development, we are still lagging behind human development. For example, in case of HDI, Human Development Index, we rank around 132 out of 191. Okay. So on one side, we are achieving the tag of fastest growing economy in the world, 5th largest economy in the world. But when we consider the human development, we are lagging behind some Asian countries as well. So why? Why this trend is observed in India? UPSC has asked this question. Okay. So, going back to the topic, when we consider locus of the question, right? And this particular question is from the Hindu article. Okay. Here we can see the date as well. 21st March 2023. So they have picked this particular question from the Hindu article, right? In this, the wide disparities in human development. Okay, so article focuses on human development and they have also mention of economic development as well. And from this, they have designed this particular question. Okay, from this article, they have designed this question. Okay, so this will act as a reference point for your future studies. Then moving towards locus and focus of the question. Locus is economic development. Focus is why India is not able to achieve the human development. What are the reasons behind lower development of, let's say, human capital in India? Okay. When we go towards introduction, we have to bring some context to this particular question, right? So context here is India is fastest growing economy in the world. So we are accepting the fact that economic development is there. India is achieving some major strides in economic development, right? In the form of fastest growing economy in the world as well as 5th largest economy in the world. But same time, we have to mention something about human development in the introduction. So this will form the proper context of this question. However, HRD places, Human Development Report places India at 132nd position out of 191 countries in world, thus highlighting the mismatch of growth and development, right? This will form a proper introduction. This will bring proper context to the question. So we are not saying something on superficial facts. We are saying that we lack human development based on Human Development Report. We are saying that Indian economy is fastest growing economy in the world, 5th largest economy in the world based on some facts, right? So this will form the introduction of our question. When we come towards body, we have to write reasons behind such a type of, trend. First thing is income inequality. Okay. In India, we observe the income inequality. Some people have large amount of money, and major portion of population don't have economic resources to sustain their lifestyle, right? They are living below poverty line. Try to bring some facts here also. Okay, economic growth has disproportionately benefited the wealthy. The top 1% controls over 50% of the wealth, while poorest 50% share less than 10% of the wealth. Okay, so there exists income inequality, and because of this inequality, the poorest 50% are unable to fulfill their basic needs, much less human development needs. Right? They are not able to afford the health services. They are not able to afford the education services. Right? And because of that, we rank 132nd in Human Development Index. As simple as that. Right? So this is one reason there is disproportionate income inequality in India. So Indian economy is generating so much amount of money. We are $3 trillion. We are focusing for $5 trillion. So money generation is there, but this generated money is not going in everyone's pocket, right? So this fact highlights that some section of the society, right, developed section of the society owns around 50% of the wealth, right? So there exists an income inequality, and because of that, human development is lagging behind the economic development. Okay, so first reason is income inequality. Wide income gaps hinder access to essential services for marginalized population. For example, health, for example, education, right? Second reason is regional disparities. Economic development varies significantly among the states and regions, right? So new investment that is coming into India is targeted in specific regions. In case of India, that specific region is Maharashtra. In case of Maharashtra, that specific region is let's say Mumbai or Pune, right? So whatever new investment is there, whatever new economic activities there, that has a regional bias, right? Already developed area are attracting more investment than underdeveloped areas, and majority population lives under these underdeveloped areas. So they don't have money to finance their health or education. Even though economic growth is there, nobody is getting the money, right? Because they came from underdeveloped regions, right? And they are not able to perform on human development indicators, right? So second reason is regional disparities. Rural and less developed areas lack infrastructure, education, and healthcare improvements. Okay. Then when we move towards third point is education challenges. Quality of education remains a concern. Many children lack access to quality education, limiting their workforce skills. Right? For example, I am backing whatever argument I am presenting here with one fact. What fact? Reports indicate that only 44% of class 5 students can comprehend a simple text. So there remains a challenge of quality education, and this quality education is not available to all sections of the society because of lack of access to financial resources, right? Because of income inequality, because of regional disparities, right? And this lack of education widens the gap between economic development and human development. So that is one reason for lack of human development as well. Next point is healthcare gap. Uneven access to healthcare services, inadequate primary healthcare facilities, and high healthcare expenses. Right? This is also form a major part of human development. Right? Health is a major part of human development. If a person is not healthy, then he is not considered as a human capital. Right? If he is unable to perform in the workforce or let's say in the markets, then what is the use of having that particular person in the market? Because he don't have the physical capacity to work in the let's say labor market, right? And he's not having that physical capacity. because of he is unable to afford the healthcare services, right? And this also widens the human development gap. Okay. Next point is gender disparities. Okay, self-explaining. Gender-based discrimination hinders human development. Limited opportunities for women. Underrepresentation in decision making. Right. This also forms a major aspect. After that, social inequalities, caste-based discrimination and religious divide persist. Disadvantaged group faces barrier to education, employment, and healthcare. Right. So this portion highlights the social factor in lesser development of human development. Right. Why people are unable to perform well on human development indicators? Because society didn't permit them. Social structures, right? Social criterias, a type of socialization. These all factors accumulate to underperform, or what we can say, these all factors accumulate to pressurize that particular person to remain in the poverty basket, right? After that, next point is environmental challenges. Okay, so I'm trying to bring some geographic context as well. So economic growth sometimes lead to environmental degradation, pollution, resource depletion affect human health in long run. And because of that, we are unable to perform on human development indicators. Next point is governance and corruption. Inefficient governance and corruption hinders the policy implementation. Bureaucratic red tapeism limits effective social development initiatives. You can write some examples here as well, right? For example, write Manarega. After that, next point is population growth. India's large population strains resources and services. Okay, so here also we are bringing some geographic context to this question. We have largest population in the world. We are the first in population numbers, right? That feat is achieved in this year. When we consider around, let's say, 1 billion plus population, so there will be a resource strain, right? Government is unable to provide affordable healthcare facilities, affordable education facilities to all the sections of the society, right? And sections are not able to get the health and education. And because of that, they are not going to get developed as a human resource. So this problem also exists in case of India. Meeting the needs of vast population require a significant investment, and that significant investment is what lacking in this particular equation. And we don't have that much amount of money. Then next point is policy priorities. Historical focus of India is on economic growth, right? We are focusing right from our independence. When we started our planning process, we are focusing on economic growth aspect of the development, right? We don't have money, so we need money. And because of that, because of this, let's say priority, we are more focused on economic growth, right? And we, let's say, sided the role of social development, shifting priorities towards education, healthcare, social infrastructure is necessary to bridge this gap. So I am giving some suggestion as well. I'm giving some suggestion here as well. Okay. When we come towards conclusion, despite these obstacles, India has shown progress in recent years, right? Particularly in education, healthcare, poverty elevation. However, addressing these multifaceted challenges require a sustained effort, comprehensive policies to ensure equitable human development for all citizens. So I am accepting the fact, yes, there exists some gap in human development, but I am also highlighting the fact that we are able to achieve some positive result as well, right? Whatever economic development India is experiencing today, right? The resources, the money generated in that economic development is channelized towards development of human indicators or development of health or education. So this process is going on, but the speed required for faster development of faster human development, that speed is lacking in India. So we are highlighting that, yes, there exists some speed crisis and we are going to focus on that speed crisis. Okay. So I guess the question is, you guys are able to understand the question. On this good note, we conclude our today's session. Thank you.